The show features adults using adult language and discussing mature topics. You have been warned.
Abaxi, Minotaurs.
Okay.
Okay,
I don't know. Do
now we're
centaurs
live.
count?
I played as a centaur.
We are debating which D&D races count as furries for everybody.
Centaurs definitely count.
Pretty much any aquatic race.
No, those are scalies.
Those are scalies.
Yeah, but furry
Yeah,
is still like the overall like catch-all term, right?
I mean, yeah, I guess. It's
Do I
like
have to
all
set to mature
squares
stream?
are
Yeah,
rectangle,
I do.
but not
Okay.
all rectangles are squares. Anyway, hi everybody. Welcome to Corruption Crew, where I love the openings for this. They're always so fucking weird.
Or we talk about furries.
Yeah. That music you may or may not hear in the background is Sirenscape. Trying a new sound set, so we'll see how it goes. They're super cool. It's $22 every other month for the everything. The newest thing that they just released is spell sound sets. So they have a specific soundboard for each individual spell from every casting class. As far as I can tell, I'm pretty sure it's all of them. For like cleric, wizard, druid, paladin, sorcerer, warlock, what have you. Some of them are really cool. Some of them are like, I did not expect it to sound like that. My favorites are Wish and hilariously Silence. Knock was a little disappointed. Knock and Thunderwave, I was a little disappointed. I wanted them to be much more loud, but I mean, they're super cool. Go check them out. The one we're using right now is the beta player, and it's fun as hell. Yeah. So does anybody want to recap what the hell happened last time?
No idea.
Okay.
I volunteer cat.
Okay. So you guys managed to you learned a tiny bit more about Yersinia Black, the entity that seemingly possessed Ken after his untimely death. You spent a long rest in the PCC facility, which everyone regretted, some more so than others, and had very weird things happen during the night. At one point, Passion got a head massage from who she assumed was Onyx and then later realized was not. I believe Cyberus noticed through a crack in the wall at one point a spirit in the distance in these like ruins that was absolutely massive. It was as tall as the buildings that it was passing between. Though it didn't get any closer, it just sort of prowled around this ruined city far in the distance. Eventually, you guys did you use Find the Path or did you follow Yersinia?
A little column A, a little column B.
You guys eventually made your way to the exit, encountered a very buggy, slimy insect creature that attempted to bar your passage, but defeated it nonetheless and made your way out into the streets of Argos, right outside a Chinese restaurant, where not long after exiting, two of the party, I cannot remember who, failed their con saves and began coughing up blood, and then heard in your heads the voice of Yersinia Black saying goodbye. And then as you guys entered the Chinese restaurant, you noticed a small box sort of off to the side of where you arrived that has a case of beer next to it and then a little box of puppies.
Also, I just realized how weird Passion must look right now, dressed in full magical girl getup with a chainsaw on her back.
That tracks.
Yeah.
Okay. I know.
I mean, that's actually not that far off from the. Oh my god, my fucking brain just tried to call her the hash-slinging slasher.
Hash-slinging slasher?
You know, to be honest, I literally think that every time.
Hash ringing, cash ringing.
I should also probably delete a bunch of the shit from my inventory that I don't have anymore, that got kind of deleted.
Oh.
I'll probably actually rebuy most of that stuff anyway, so I might as well keep it.
Okay, so I'm trying to remember
had with you,
Argos.
Argos is a city that is much smaller than. It's still a large-sized city. It's not nearly as big though as the nearby Neoradami. It's on the same hex as Neoradami. And it is particularly well known because it is built around the still living, although pinned and pretty much constantly unconscious corpse of a Trask.
Oh, Aros. You added a G in there. Confused
What
me.
was Argos?
I just pulled up the thing.
Yep.
That's the only reason I know.
DC Comics.
What was that?
I think Argos is like a comics location, like Superman goes there or something.
Mm-hmm.
It might be.
There's also an Argus.
Yeah, I think there might be like a fictional city named after it, or like an ancient Greek one. Anyway,
I'm trying to remember where I came up with that name. It was from some dead language, but whatever.
yes, it is an ancient city in Greece.
Yep.
Aros, then, you guys are so it's like a relatively large city. You guys could probably find anything that you're looking for here. Reminder, you guys also have with you Chewy, the young girl that you encountered in a sundress with a face full of teeth and no eyes or nose or other facial features whatsoever. And Chuck E, the Lantern Archon of Clippy.
Right.
Oh yeah. Let's see what he eats.
As you guys walked into the Chinese restaurant, he just followed you guys. So you guys are half of you are inside the restaurant. I'll say that you can you have more than enough money. You can afford a Chinese buffet. What do you guys want to do?
I look around. Do I see any other people like coughing or reacting in weird ways or anything like that?
No.
Can I roll a history check so I can meta my own city?
Go for it.
Okay. I got... Okay, it's straight roll, so 15.
Okay.
So I would know about this group of warriors called the Butchers, and they're the ones that are keeping the Tarask from waking up. They're literally cutting it 24/7 to keep it unconscious.
Send me those notes because I don't have that in mind.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I should do this check.
Okay.
Maybe I can help Kat.
That helps,
And
yes.
unlike the 5th edition Tarask, this one functions like literally every other version of Tarask. It has highly regenerative abilities.
The 5e one has it as well, but like
It has
just
no
can't
regen.
What?
It has no regen.
What the fuck is the point of it then?
It also has no magic attacks.
Nope.
So a single golem can kill it.
Mm-hmm.
Who would win, one giant monster or one clay boy? The answer is the clay boy.
Sorry, now I'm just thinking of every golem. Instead of golem, it's just boy. Here's the iron boy. Here's the stone boy.
He's
You're
the
welcome.
flesh
Kidding
boy.
Oh boy.
Oh man, why doesn't it have regeneration? Alright, fuck it. Kevin and I are eventually gonna have to actually find that document where we wrote a Tarask that's badass and
saying
actually
is
worthy of the
they can
CR.
actually-
Literally the only thing personally, the only thing you need to change for 5th edition Tarask, I know people can make any revisions they want. Give it regen 40.
It needs regeneration and it also needs a ranged attack because an archer that is 60 feet away can kill it. Because it has no protection against
But if
stuff.
it has regen 40, good luck doing 40 damage with your bow.
Have you met Dio?
That's not a bow.
Controversial
That's
opinion.
the thing though. Like she could do the exact same shit with a magical bow.
Okay,
in
sorry,
vanilla.
we're gonna go into more D&D nerd argument stuff.
We need
Anyway,
to do a podcast about
If you're
Yes,
high
we
enough
do.
level that you're fighting a CR30 creature, you can definitely dish out more than 40 damage in a round, especially if you're in a fighter.
But controversial opinion, Tarask shouldn't have a stat block.
okay, yeah.
Yeah, valid. Yeah.
If you're going with the pure lore Tarask, yes, I agree.
Anywho,
Oh, we're in-
so you guys are standing in the city of Aros. What are you doing?
I squat down to the box of puppies and I cast Speak with Animals.
Hi.
And I go, hello.
And there's one in the corner that's just like sleeping. It's like, shut up.
That one. I choose that one.
I'll take that's mine.
Onyx grabs the casket of beer and just sits inside of the Chinese restaurant and just starts popping them open and drinking them.
Okay.
I was gonna say I would say that, but Tomo's busy coughing blood into her mask.
That was Onyx too.
Ugh.
So was Onyx, so
Except no
It was
mask.
only for a moment.
Yeah,
You're
it
not
was-
like
yeah.
overcome with it.
Yeah, Gurk had it too, and remember, I still have it written down. I did try greater restoration on you guys.
Yeah.
you tried it on Tomo, Onyx, not Onyx.
I tried it on somebody
If
else
that
than
makes-
me, and Kat was like, "Don't worry about it. It's gone the second it happened." And I'm like,
Yeah.
"I don't care. I'm gonna do it
Yeah, you
anyway."
would still do it, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
makes sense.
Demona's going to do something I completely forgot about, and she's going to try and summon her bike.
Hmm.
Ring, 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 ring.
The,
Sorry.
the Zoid-looking automaton that looked
Zoids!
like yes.
The thing
Cat's,
is,
Cat's trying to math out how
that's
long it would
not
take for it to drive
magical.
there.
It's technology. You would know that you probably left it in Del Diablo because otherwise it would take probably months to get to you.
Okay, so we
It,
believe
it
that
physically drives. It doesn't teleport. It's an entirely
imagine-
technological
Oh my
thing.
god, just sitting there and just it starts driving, zoom, and then like in the meantime, like you teleport back. It's like shit, someone stole my
I'm
bike.
just imagining like it gets to the water and the bike just stops and then turns back into an Arcanine and just slowly starts doggy paddling across the fucking Pacific.
Oh, I was thinking it starts going. Demona just like realizes this is the problem, and it's gonna take a long time to get there. And you guys sit in the Chinese restaurant, and they got like the window pane there. Starts to rain. It's raining.
Oh no.
Demona just like has one hand on the window, and then just like fades between like two parts of the screen. One part is the bike desperately trying to drive to Demona, and Demona like all sad, waiting for the bike. And
Okay,
like,
Waiting
so
for
you know what's
Godot, but
hilarious?
waiting for the bike instead.
So you know what's hilarious? This is Del Diablo, and this is Neo Redemy.
Yeah.
And the two places directly between those two spots are Subnautica, which is
All water.
completely water, and Luxor Prime, which
This
is entirely
desert.
desert.
this
and Shire
campaign's not the
Arcology,
same,
which is, like,
without
60%
you.
water.
There it is.
They should put irrigation between those two places.
Born to be Wild starts
Well,
playing
like, they
as the bike
have,
drives.
It's a large ocean.
Wait, Subnautica.
It's not like
wait,
the
is Subnautica
only
1?
oceans.
Is Subnautica number 1 for the oceans? trying to remember.
Subnautica is 12
12.
on my dice.
Oh, then that's one of the smaller ones.
Oh no, Subnautica is a 1. So all of the names that I have written on this thing are the mega cities because every hex is named for the mega city.
Subnautica is about the size of the Indian Ocean. Very
Yeah.
rough.
Yeah. Anywho, as you guys are settling down to your booze and Chinese buffet, Clippy says to you, he sort of actually like had been floating next to you guys, just watching and looking at all the foods and everything, and then just sort of like perks up and goes, "I have received a message from the great and powerful Clippy, the humble and kind.
Oh God.
Would you like help?"
With eating?
Clippy says that it knows what's going on and can help by giving you some advice or knowledge. Would you like to accept the help?
Cast banishment
Press
at
1
ninth
now.
level.
Sure.
No, I'm kidding.
Press 2 if you don't want help anymore. And then as he's saying that, a little like spectral keyboard shows up and it just has the numbers 1 and 2 on it.
One's the
One
one's
is for
accepted.
information.
Onyx smashes the now one with the bottle she just pulled out.
You smash the one button in the face.
And then Harry, it starts bubbling over when you do that.
You
Onyx
click the
doesn't
one
care.
and he says, I have connected with the Clippy database. Each of you may ask one question, which I will answer as truthfully as possible to Clippy's knowledge.
I just realized I'm still holding the box of puppies. I'm just in the background with the puppies.
I think Tomo has stolen one at least.
I mean, Tomo's going to be doing something, but not stealing puppies right now.
In the bathroom, washing her helmet out.
Yeah, that too.
She could literally just ask Passion to prestidigitate it clean.
I mean, yeah, but that's
Like,
not as much fun.
There's magic, but there's also just like, I feel like a visceral
Yeah.
reaction of like, I want to see the water. Like, I want to see the water on there. Like, sure, it's magic, but
You know what cleans it off really well? Molds.
White so yeah, okay. Sure.
Onyx,
And I use Druid craft, and the mold grows from your blood, and then it immediately dissipates because I cancel the spell. It literally absorbs all the stain, and it's just gone.
Okay.
Onyx just washes it like out, wash the mouth out with
beer.
Some beer, and then like washes the taste down with some more.
I love Tomo's like, my helmet is disgusting. And
Gurk, let me make it
Passion
more
is
disgusting.
like, let me help. It's gone. Gurk, let me add mold. That's what you need to this problem. Mold.
Well, it added mold, and then the mold disappeared.
Yeah.
But you still added mold to a problem that didn't need mold.
To be fair, there was once a situation where my character was infested, and our resident warlock used infestation to kill the infestation, and then remove the spell, thus curing the character.
I use the bugs to destroy the bugs.
That's exactly what it did, and it scared an Aussie accent into me for a while.
Nice.
I should have turned it to a swarm of centipedes and helped.
Ew. I hate that.
I think the only thing that could be worse for Alt is if you turn into a swarm of octopus.
No, shut up. I don't want to.
Oh.
I don't want to hear about it.
Love you, Alt.
I just watched like what is it called? The like Brave Adventures or something, the Coyote Pearson YouTube one that's been going wild lately, and watched the one where he got bitten by giant centipede. God, that thing is nightmarish. Yeah. It's like, if you ever want to picture how terrifying a Remorize is, imagine that, but like 40 feet tall.
Yeah.
So,
Anyway.
we have questions we get to ask.
We pressed a 1.
You get one question.
Yes. Yeah, we each get one question.
Well, Sickies, you're sick. You should probably ask first.
I'm running a diagnostic.
Hera pressed it. Sorry, Onyx pressed it once. Onyx goes first. Okay, I'll go first.
If you would like, you can.
What is the average speed velocity of a European sparrow?
I'm gonna hit you with something.
He gives it to you.
Oh, interesting.
Got to get that Monty Python bullshit out of here.
I don't know, so like I'm not gonna make up numbers because my numbers are gonna be terribly off.
Onyx just asks.
Because every time I'm like, I don't know, I make up a number, Vex is like, I'm gonna look at Wikipedia, and I'm way off.
It's funny,
Onyx,
funnier that way, Kat.
Oh, it's about 24 miles per hour. Thanks.
Onyx just looks at Grux and is like, why? And then it's like, okay, we met an intelligent virus thing that infected us and spread. I want to know everything about that.
She calls herself Yersinia Black. She is a intelligent virus that is 4,327 years old. Well, that was when she gained sentience through some terrible curse and accident in which a wizard attempted to bring her wrath down on his enemies and ended up awakening her, and she consumed his body and then walked around with him for quite a while. She can propagate very quickly, although past records indicate that she will probably lie dormant for several years, learning what the world is like before she attempts to spread again.
I've been watching a lot of SCP videos for no particular reason. If this is the flesh that it hates, I'm actually going to die.
No, this is 100% just something I made up.
No, the flesh that hates acts a little bit different than this.
A little bit differently.
Just a little bit much grosser body horror different than this.
A little bit differently.
Yeah.
Onyx just sighs and it's like, maybe I should have just asked how to kill Adam.
Hey, Kat.
Kill
Can
Adam.
we hold the question? Like, use it as a later time?
Oh, is that your question?
No.
It's such a...
What kind of later time?
I have no idea because I don't know what Demona would be asking at this point. I've got no leads. I'm not sure what the next step's going to be. I have no idea what I'd be asking.
Is there any way you can get your bike here faster?
Let me think on that real quick. Does anybody else have any questions?
Tomo's over here like, well, I've seen this fucking video game. I guess I'll shoot myself before I come a contagion.
Don't do that.
Go full Metal Gear Solid on it.
I just picture Tomo just sitting there dealing like 2 damage to herself over the period of a day.
Why won't I die?
And just keeps missing.
Imagine Onyx.
Probably.
Just even more hit points.
But less AC.
Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself.
I kind of looked at him and said, you could always ask how to get rid of it.
Yeah, I could. That's as far as I go.
Maybe it's not bad. Except that guy died. Never mind.
The other guy died in a spew of his own blood.
We
And it's
literally coughed up blood just now, and I heard something in my head and didn't sound, nice.
All right, super.
All she said was "Thanks for the ride."
Yeah.
Bye.
It did sound sinister.
God damn it all.
I feel like that's just because of the association with coughing blood, but I mean.
Look, this killed my favorite cowboy. I'm not gonna.
Well, if you think you can survive till tomorrow, I can get rid of it.
Can you? I thought we tried this already.
I mean,
apparently it lies dormant for years.
Can.
Well, she is intelligent. She can choose who to infect and who to not infect.
Doesn't that mean she can hear us?
What's a goal anyway?
Potentially, unless she's left your system, in which case she's in someone else.
What's
As
a
a-
goal
ooh,
anyway?
ooh, there you go, Tomo. Ask Clippy if there's any way we can tell that we have it and it's dormant.
Oh, yeah, actually, that's a pretty good question. Hey, Clippy, how can we tell if we're carriers or completely unaffected?
There are many scientific tests that can determine whether you are carriers or completely unassociated with her, but I believe from Clippy's knowledge of the universe at the moment, none of you are infected, none of you are carriers.
Oh.
From what our records indicate is she can choose who is infected and who is a carrier and who is completely cured. She just decides not to leave a portion of herself with you.
There's
Perhaps
only...
because she was grateful for letting her out of the maze.
I was going to say,
There's only one logical conclusion we can come to. Clippy is actually infected with her, and she's censoring herself.
Clippy doesn't have
Chucky, you mean?
Hold on, I have a meme for this.
Onyx just asked, what is her goal?
I think most Celestials are actually immune to poison. And
Yeah,
disease.
I know. I'm just being a tinfoil hat.
Her goal is
Being a
to
shit.
live.
I can understand that.
She can get behind
Doesn't.
Oh, wait a minute, Onyx, that was 2 questions.
That would be
It was,
probably-
yes, but
That was
considering
probably part of
Also, Onyx.
Clippy or Chucky is like, it was yes, but considering it was regarding one of the the previous question, I will allow it. Well, Clippy will allow it.
Nice, Alt.
Has
I have a question.
anyone not used their question? Oh,
I
A few
have
of
you.
us.
Cyberus hasn't and Demona hasn't.
Yeah, Tomo used yours, right?
Yeah, I use mine.
Just wasted your questions.
Shut up.
All right, here's my question, if you have the answer.
Oh, good.
What steps must I take to be worthy enough and strong enough to enter the rift and survive, as the lords and ladies have?
Gruk's right ears perk up.
You actually see Tomo make the face I just made. Just
Passion just gives a look to Tomo of, we're going to have to kill him at some point, won't we?
Onyx looks to Cyberus and says, I can answer that question. Just go in.
Unknown.
Apparently that's what they did.
Unknown. Error.
So Chucky says, going into the eye would potentially... So, to truly master the master corruption, the easiest way, of course, would be to join the Lords of Corruption, the Lords and Ladies of Del Diablo. Otherwise, it is best to enter the eye, although entering the eye is incredibly dangerous, and only a handful of people have ever returned through the eye. The Lords and Ladies. Other than, of course, the exemplars, they would be the true masters of corruption. But to be one of those, you must have existed before corruption came to Radix. I believe the best way to survive would be to be very powerful and very, very lucky, and to also perhaps be a member of the Lords and Ladies. Well, to be a member of their hierarchy, because once you come out of the eye, you would be in the hierarchy.
So dump all your stat points into luck. And
okay, so
Lucky Ted.
Making it a little clearer, because I realize that's probably a little confusing. Basically, if you come back out of the eye, you are considered one of the Lords and Ladies.
Mm-hmm.
It is incredibly deadly. And in the millennia that the eye has been around, only 9 people have ever made it out, and they are Lords and Ladies.
Wait, does there need to be any duration of them being in the eye, or is it just they step in and step right back out?
I think if I remember correctly, we actually found this out as that due to the corruption, nobody knows how long people actually are in there, because the corruption disrupts the flow of time itself. So someone could basically enter the eye and come out immediately in our time again, but has spent like millennia in there in theory, or even like the other way around. Someone from like 5,000 years ago, whatever, could have entered the eye and now come out and be basically become one of the Lords and Ladies. Like,
Chucky says that is correct. Also, you would not necessarily be the same when you come out. You may be unrecognizable. The Lords and Ladies did not look as they do when they first stepped through the eye. They came back changed.
Susan looked really fucked up when she went in.
Perhaps it is unknown.
Susan was actually Night Hag when she went in.
The Great Clippy does not actually have power beyond the eye. That is an area beyond gods.
Oh. Well, I thought I'd ask one just in case.
Onyx looks around, it's like, okay, anyone else want to have a chat with Adam? Adam was his name, right?
No, his name is Chucky.
No.
Adam, no. Who's Adam?
Oh, are you talking about David?
David, not Adam.
The guy.
Right now.
He's such a
Such
everyday world name that is like Adam, David, Bill.
So you just wrote
we go with she calls him Adam because she has not the respect for him to call him.
I'm curious
like,
on how Passion's immunity to corruption would function with the eye. Passion would never want to find out, but Passion. Actually, I'm trying to think how much did we know about? What did we last know about the people who were trying to end the world?
What, the church?
Not a church. Because we had the anarchist, and then he had somebody else.
Yeah.
What was the group name? What were they called again?
You know that they're called the Circle of Night. You don't know how many people are on it, just that it's a group of individuals.
Passion's gonna ask, what can I get all the information on the Circle of Night, including all of their members?
If they've recorded it anywhere in the multiverse clip, we would know.
They probably have like an art department with a list of employees.
I mean, if they're like a
Maybe
secret
the anarchist
organization,
was
maybe
their art
not.
department.
They probably have like a Facebook group or something like that.
All
Every
extreme
evil organization.
Another good question.
Oh
you
no,
can
wait,
ask.
it's called
what was the
it's called
question again?
Visage
It
Tome,
was-
right here, not Facebook.
More or less, can I get all the information on the Circle of Night and their members?
And then to answer the other question, while my brain works on that one, Demona, yes, you can bank your question. However, Chucky will say, Clippy has told me that I may return to you and answer a question at a later date. However, you would have to summon me in the traditional ways that one would summon an Archon such as myself, which may be expensive or difficult depending on your talents and wealth.
Conjure Celestial.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Why not just ask what the meaning of life is? I'm surprised no one's asked that yet.
The meaning of life.
42.
I was going to say, it'd be 42.
Get some walking. Read a book.
So the thing is, you can't ask the question. You have to ask what the
answer is.
Because then you get the answer. You have to ask what the question to the answer is.
What?
Because only then the answer makes sense.
It's a Hitchhiker's Guide reference.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Come on, you guys are making memes about it, but no one to get the full reference.
No, I got it. I know
you
It wasn't
got
a
it.
meme. It was a reference.
Is there a difference?
So,
Yeah, there
Passion. Chucky says, so the question, can I get all of the information on the Circle of Night and their members is a 404. Apparently a power equal to Clippy is blocking that information. But what I can tell you is that they are a organization of several members. And I believe that you know some folks that may have more information on them.
Which are?
I believe you are considered girlfriends.
Sammy, thing. We found that out before.
Yeah. Passion has a moment of, oh shit, guys, I need to get a phone right now.
I got one.
Yeah, I think it came up very briefly. That Sammy mentioned to you guys that they had learned more about the Circle of Night, but you guys had not actually interacted enough in the group chat to share exactly what that information was.
Onyx will look outside the Chinese buffet and if there's some kind of phone shop around or something like that.
Good, I need one too.
You too? Okay.
I love Onyx forgetting that she crushed Cyberus's phone.
Yeah, I owe you one.
And Chucky is like, I apologize for my subpar answers in many of these questions.
Your answer was perfectly good, Chucky.
Failed, and
thank you for your assistance.
Do you eat?
I do not need to, although I can try.
There's a best way for it.
I have not ever eaten.
I give him a donut. One of those Chinese food donuts that
oh my god, those are so fucking
I know,
good.
I'd eat 12
those
of those.
Those fried donuts.
I feel them burn through my teeth with the amount of sugar they have.
Yeah.
Yes, but it's such a good burn.
In the best way.
It's so delicious.
Is there a phone shop nearby?
I'm assuming we can find one.
Yeah. You don't see one on the street, but I'll say that you can easily enough find one.
We can eat and then go.
Yeah, she pulls out her phone that always has Spider app installed.
Has a little you don't actually see anything. The donut just lifts up with the spectral mage hand and disappears in chunk size bites.
Okay. I'm sorry, but I gotta ask. The city has 13 districts, and it's like a pizza pie cut where they're all equivalent radial from the Trask itself. Which one are we in? One's
I think
the
I had
richest.
said that you were in like
13's the poorest, and 13 is just rubble because the Tarask actually woke up and broke up that part.
I want to say you guys were in like the eastern part of the city, or like the southeastern part.
Okay.
Fuck it, we'll roll a d12.
Yeah, I don't have a map for it. That's my concept for the
Northwest
city.
District.
That would be.
Yeah, I specifically did that so you could d12 it.
Okay. Well, yeah. Where would be northwest on there? I don't know which way they're numbered.
Seriously, it's up to you. They're not in exact order with each other.
Oh,
it's just one is the richest district.
I wrote it d12 and it's a 5.
Oh, then we're above average in terms of how the buildings are and everything. The place is
Onyx
very,
would also see if Chewie is interested in any of the Chinese buffet food.
Looks at the puppies.
If she's on a pure blood diet.
Sweet and sour looks like blood. You can't see it, but sweet and sticky and hot.
Pours the cup in her mouth hole, pours it all out, just like tilts her head and just...
Oh my god, I've actually seen a child do that.
Straw.
Anyway, she is interested, although you probably have to stop her from trying to also eat the plate and the chopsticks because...
Is that bad?
I give her indigestion.
How much porcelain you can eat.
I have a feeling, considering her teeth.
You could crunch those things.
I don't know. I don't know about that. I think she functions more on a liquid diet since she seems to sustain on blood. Might not be a good idea to have solids.
If she's like an owl, she could just eat it all, and then the stuff she doesn't need will come back out.
Oh yeah, that's true.
She's not an owl.
She could be like an owl.
But if she's not that way, that could totally rupture her internal organs, and she would die slowly, painfully.
Her head turns all the way around.
Onyx is like looks like at where the drinks are, and comes back with a straw and gives her like a soup with a straw, so she can.
She will attempt it. It's still kind of messy. She can't really close her mouth very easily, considering. But
all teeth.
She attempts it. She does manage to eat some of the stuff, and she enjoys it. She's also eating plenty of like non-food things, like the plate and chopsticks, and attempts to take a bite out of like napkins. The plastic glass. Yeah.
Yeah, Onyx lets her until she like probably tries to go like for a stool leg or something. Then she's like, whoa.
Yeah, you're fine until it comes to the furniture. You're not allowed to take a bite out of the table. That's where I put my foot down.
Takes a bite out of the foot.
Gurk gets up and he leaves and goes to the nearest pet shop with the box of puppies.
Okay.
Onyx also leaves and looks for a shop that has phones.
Okay.
Cyberus will continue to eat until Onyx brings a phone.
Passion's going out to buy other stuff, probably with Onyx, because she needs to restock and get all of her gear that got broken. Nah, she doesn't need clothes. She has her magical girl outfit for that.
That's true. But
literally, she died in her magical girl outfit, so she didn't lose her clothes.
I mean,
Hope you don't go unconscious then.
Yep.
That's so fucking weird that like she actually does that. That without a spell, she's just buck naked.
She has disguise self.
Onyx is still
buck naked.
She's a lucky buck naked as someone else.
Oh god, that'd be some weird D&D what are they called?
I think with disguise self, you actually can make clothes appear as well.
Disguise self, yeah, but it's not actually there.
No, it's not actually there, but if it like it
makes
looks like
very awkward.
Just don't bump into it.
And also be butt naked as someone else, yes. Like clothes, by the way. I want to point that out. Anyway, Onyx is like, you should probably get some clothes, just
in case.
Just in case. I don't
also,
care.
She is wearing that robe, technically. She does have that robe she got.
Technically.
Yeah, doesn't every resurrection come with a convenient white robe?
Oh, she got given one by the people who brought her back.
Yeah.
Extra clothes if you need some.
Also, Onyx is currently walking around just in her sports bra, and she's like, maybe I should get a new shirt because she
Might
put like
want to.
her other shirt, put that as a hood over Chewie. She's
Yeah.
also
Yeah.
taking Chewie with her because she doesn't trust any of them to take care of that.
I just realized Gurk is still shirtless with the skin-tight black jeans on. And no shoes or socks.
That's fine.
They might not get in. No shoes, no shirt, no service, and you have the
Yeah, when I go to the pet store, it's all I'm one. Okay, so I get there. Will they let me in? Moppy, oil, sheened, colored hair.
I'm carrying a box of puppies. How can they keep you out?
Get out, you
Well, they probably think I'm going to dump the puppies on them. Even more reason to kick me out.
Oh, by the way, I'm also taking the beer with me. So basically,
Child
one
in
hand,
beer in the other.
No, not one beer, like the whole thing.
I know, the beer in the other, I said.
So Gurk, as you're walking to where this pet shop is, let's say you probably found like where the nearest one is on your phone. You still have speak with animals up. The dogs are sort of like chattering about just benign, weird things. Like, move over, you're taking up too much space. Hey, play with us. We're bored. I'm hungry. And then one of them goes to step on the other one, and they start like play fighting. And one of them, when the other dog like goes to bite down on him, vanishes, and then appears a few inches to the other side of the box.
Of course you would. Okay.
Oh.
Can I roll a nature or arcana check on that?
Go for it. Your choice.
Which one am I proficient in? I think I'm one of those druids that's not proficient in nature, and you're like, what?
But you are proficient in arcana.
Yep, dirty 20. Arcana.
Because Trog, bony Trog. So you know that there are creatures. I believe there are fey creatures called blink puppies. But like, you've seen art of those and like videos and whatnot, and it didn't quite look the same. So like a blink puppy usually like vanishes, and there's like a transfer of light, and they appear somewhere else, sort of like a dimension door spell. And this one almost seemed like the puppy like faded out of existence and then faded back in elsewhere.
So more like cast invisibility, and then
almost like a shift in phase. I'll say, yeah, you did roll pretty well, and it was Arcana.
Since I rolled dirty 20, it wouldn't be like would it be like a misty step, or would it be?
I'll say you did get a dirty 20. You've heard of a very rare breed of creatures that can do this. They're called phase animals, where they can phase out of reality to the point where they're more of like a spirit. They're spectral. They can't be hurt by anything that wouldn't be able to hurt like a normal ghost or spirit, and then can appear elsewhere and phase back into reality.
Oh, that might be an issue.
And in that way, they're much more durable, I guess, for the sort of situations that you guys find yourselves in.
Hey, Kat.
But I see.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
I'd like to buy all your doggy things, please.
Okay. You get to the store, and it's like a sort of like the outside of it is all like pale white painted wood. It's very like trying to be rustic, but also like on the cheek end of like, you can tell like they're going for rustic, but these people have money. There's like one little line that has all sorts of different. Now, you said pet store? Are you looking for like a Petco or like a place where you adopt animals?
I like a Petco.
Okay, yeah, there's like rows of like bandanas and little shirts and coats and things, and
the good old family familiar store.
yes, that's what it is. Family familiar.
You're welcome.
I love that name. That's great. Family familiars.
That's now a franchise because I love it.
I was like, something within, like, I can't say pet. There's too many stores with pet. It's too cliche even for me. Ooh, maybe something with familiars. And then you're like, rustic, but not really. And I'm like, oh, family familiars, yeah.
Yeah. The woman behind the counter is a elf with like a high ponytail and like a apron on. And she's got like hair clippers and everything in the pockets. And she says, oh, hi, can I help you?
Yes, can I get dog things, please?
We have many dog things. We also have we do have a small handful of novelty matching t-shirts and dog shirts if you're interested. Just like staring at your sparkly, weird, pixelated chest.
I look down at the puppies and I look back up at her and I'm like, I don't think they need shirts.
Oh my god, I just realized like some of us are so visibly corrupted. Like Onyx has like her like teeth and stuff. And
no, it's all suppressed because that charm.
No, it's suppressed.
Yeah, when you guys left.
Yeah, but no, for Onyx, like her like things, they are like for example, the tusks that she has could just be a Rai adaptation. Nobody could tell unless someone actually checked her corruption levels, because that's the only visible thing she has.
Mm-hmm. I'll say for like, hang on, I have written down somewhere what for like 20 gold, you can get as much dog stuff as you could possibly ever need or want.
Yeah, I'll do that. I was just thinking like the comedic, like, whenever you have like those kind of movies where it's like some older guy and he finds like a baby at the airport and he's like, crap, now I need to buy baby things. And he like comes out of the baby store with like literally like everything. I was thinking that, but with
it's
like puppies.
Patience when we first got Hope.
Yeah, just like that. Okay, so 20 gold.
I imagine also the all the people that work at Family Familiar, like they're not called staffers, they're called wizards.
Oh my god, I love it.
Oh yeah.
So
they do have.
So the bulk food they'll probably have is called Trask bits because they're constantly cutting off flesh in the Trask. So like Trask meat is like penny. It's like free. They're just giving it away in the city.
Yeah.
I'm sure they would actually, considering they need to get rid of it somehow.
It's also probably a huge tourist trap thing where they're like, don't you know the skin off of the Trask is a very potent
aphrodisiac.
Yes. Like male enhancement drug.
Or the horns of the Tarrasque.
Yeah, I don't think you realize how metal this city is. There's a river of blood constantly flowing out of the Tarrasque that's going into the countryside.
You didn't send me fucking anything, Scott.
Oh my god, I just imagine like we walk by that river of blood with Chewie and Chewie just dive.
And there was like marshlands just outside the city. We'll say the perimeters of this section that has been warped because of the Tarrasque blood that's been flowing through it in its ecosystem.
Hera, that's adorable what you posted in Scotty's Twitch chat.
Nice.
What?
Hello and welcome to Family Familiar. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask our wizards so they can help you find your familiar.
I like it. Oh my god.
I could see some apprentice wizards, some like level zeros, like working there for a little bit.
Yeah, they've got as many like leashes and collars and every color and everything you could want. They have
dimensional shackle leashes. Thank you.
Food stuff and everything, and they also have like the organic, cruelty-free, full meat foods and everything, as well as like homemade cookie treats.
Oh, I just get 60 pounds of Tarrasque bits.
Okay.
I wonder, can Gurk even carry 60 pounds of Tarrasque bits? Does he have the encumbrance for that?
I'm not that weak. I have 14 strength.
as well as everything else is more what I'm saying that you're currently carrying.
I'm carrying like nothing. I'm a druid.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's like puppies and 60 pounds of dog food. Like,
Okay. Here.
Because your encumbrance, if yours is 14, it should be.
it's fine.
Yeah. I was more making it as a
Oh,
joke.
I wouldn't. Yeah, I'm just gonna erase the food I have on here because I have 10 days worth of 10 days worth of food for everybody, which is 50 rations, and 9.5 pounds of manticore jerky. And I'll just say we went through all this by this time because that stuff was from a long time ago.
You guys have never gone grocery shopping in your lives. You just let Seth do all the grocery shopping.
Also,
Passion grocery shops.
Also, I don't need
ramen that
I
she
don't need
doesn't
to
cook.
And
Onyx does some grocery shopping from time to time.
I literally never need to spend money ever to survive. But for the puppies, I'll spend 20 gold for the puppy.
Onyx is the one cooking in their like little flat commune thing that they have, right? She always leaves the kitchen a complete mess, but
of course, yeah.
But she can cook. I established that.
Okay.
So I get that stuff, and that's what I do. You can go to everybody else.
She can also make beer.
Demona mentioned that she was going to head to the nearest club to chill, so I'm going to see what the club is called.
Hot stuff.
It is called Club Synapse, and apparently has a very, very popular band playing tonight.
Do you have a random table for clubs?
Yes, I do.
Oh my god, that's cool.
Let me see if I can find the name of this book. Ah, shit, nuggets.
Oh, that's another good club name.
I want.
Fuck off.
I wouldn't go there.
It's a good
Shit
band.
nuggets.
No, that's a restaurant name.
No,
Howdy, y'all! Welcome to Shit Nuggets.
Okay, Shit Nuggets
I found
is a
it.
novelty.
It's called
they have like
augmented reality, the holistic city kit for cyberpunk guides. I like printed it out and put it in my book. It's fucking amazing for Retroverse.
Shit Nuggets is a novelty restaurant in Del Diablo that is on a very specific corruption line that turns shit edible, and that is like the whole gimmick of it.
My brain went
Howdy,
to that. It's a toilet. Have you ever seen the toilet themed restaurants?
Oh god.
No, because no.
But I know those restaurants give a shit.
We're humans on Earth.
A lot of their food is served like a lot of times in like you sit on a toilet to eat, and they're served in like toilet shaped bowls and such. It's really cool. And one of the things they serve, ice cream, looks like shit. They like chocolate ice cream in this swirl. It's really fascinating.
See, you say
really
cool.
Fascinating, actually.
You say fascinating, and I say no, thank you.
It's really cool looking.
No, apparently it looks like shit. Purposely.
Here, one second. I'll just send a picture of one of the pictures.
I don't want my image associated with this conversation.
I don't blame you.
You are permanently associated with this because you're stuck here.
It's a dangerous link that you just put there in the chat.
It's not dangerous at all. It's food pictures.
If you say so.
Okay, I still say no. I can understand now, but I still say no.
The thing is that like the food looks good, but everything else is just like, can we not?
Yeah.
Like
side tangent.
I'd just rather not.
At my old house, when we moved in, for some reason, the people that were there before in the hallway bathroom, they had everything chocolate themed. Like the wallpaper was like chocolate bar designs.
In the
and
bathroom?
the soap was like Hershey Kiss shape, like brown soap. It was so weird. But that's what this reminds me of. Your toilet restaurant is like that same level of like, why this is making me uncomfortable. This ruins everything that has to do with the aesthetic of this room.
Yeah.
That's fair.
It's not as bad. I will say this. A chocolate-themed toilet is not as bad as a toilet-themed chocolaterie.
Oh, yeah.
Restaurant.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Valid.
Yeah. All right, so we're Kat.
Anyway, yeah. So anything that you wanted to do at the club, Demona, other than just hang out?
Gather any sort of information, although I'm not sure how much could be gleaned from a club like this.
I can give you some information, sweetie. Some girls like hitting on you.
Probably.
You look pretty hot.
Probably reach to Adenska, try and let him know what's going on, what happened.
Okay.
Things like that.
Has it been a long time since we disappeared? Because time worked differently down there, and we went to a portal, which is never a sure thing.
I'll say, as far as you guys tell, it looks like the same amount of time has passed.
That's good. Good that it's not 100 years or something.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be really awkward to explain to Sammy what happened to Passion.
Sammy even lived that long?
Just kick Aya while she's down.
Would be so tragic.
So fucking mean to Aya.
That would be
let's be honest here. Aya's mean to herself.
I mean, she gave me these weapons. She asked me to hurt her with them. I'm not to blame here. Anyway, yeah. I will let you know in a little bit what kind of rumors and things that you can learn from hanging out there, Demona. So Passion and Onyx, make your way to find a phone store.
Yes.
And on the way, if there's any store, just kind of stores for Passion to buy her adventuring gear back, in quotes, I should say.
Okay. Oh, hey. There's tables for these. I fucking love these tables. They're so great. So the first place that you find is a sort of hole in the wall cheap clothing store. It's dimly lit and the clothing is really cheap. But it's that kind of the sort of clothes that you would expect to find at a club. But fairly cheap. You can easily enough just buy whatever random clothing you would need there. What other kind of adventuring gear do you have?
So
Onyx gets herself a shirt.
Okay.
Backpack, bedroll, calligrapher supplies, fine clothes, because Passion ain't a cheap bitch. You think a cheap ass fucking clothing store is gonna be something Passion's gonna go to? I don't know. It was
mostly for Onyx.
It was mostly for Onyx, yeah.
Onyx
also, it was what I rolled on the table.
And Chewie, and she also buys some new clothes for Chewie, and maybe something that is a little bit less.
I'm just imagining you get Chewie a hoodie, and immediately the strings on it are just frayed to bits because she just immediately nervous chews on them.
I just imagine put tries on the hoodie. It's a little bit too big, but Onyx turns out, I have to find another one, and then she comes back with another hoodie, and
Chewie just chewed a hole in it, and it's well, I guess we gotta buy it now.
We gotta buy this now, and she just buys another one as backup already.
Yeah,
I can always prestidigitation that back together. Don't worry.
Yeah, I'll say you guys can get a couple new outfits for Chewie and yourself, Onyx, for 5 gold.
I have 41,000 gold.
For what it's worth, I'm going on the idea of 1 gold is about equal to 10 US dollars. Yeah.
So you're trying to make some sense.
Once you get to really high numbers, it starts to break down a little bit, but at least for small scale everyday stuff, it works out pretty well.
So the value of gold has been deteriorating then.
Value of gold was never anything really because it's so varied.
I know. I'm just
Because
because Wizards doesn't know how to make things consistent.
Well, the other thing is just the common person has far more wealth now than they did in the typical D&D society.
Yeah.
I'll say that Passion, you can find like a department store equivalent where you can buy the rest of like your gear back, and it's just whatever the prices are in the player's handbook.
All right.
And then eventually you guys find your way to a phone store. It's one of those like really high tech ones. It's got like all the newest brands and models of phones and shit. Not quite an Apple store, but basically an Apple store.
Oh,
perfect.
So a Microsoft store then.
So Onyx turns to Passion is like, choose one. Then she gets whatever model she destroyed from, or the closest model that she destroyed from Cyberus. For herself, she looks for a brick phone or a tank phone.
A Nokia.
No, a tank phone. So like one that is like really robust, because she figured like.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess they actually know. So a friend of mine actually has one from, I think, Cat. Like the ones that also make the big machinery kind of things, and they like can take a lot of punishment. And then she also looks, probably exists, like a phone that someone who like blind people can just use without issue.
You go to Cassette Hut instead of Radio Shack. I tried.
Cassette Casa.
It's good. I recognized it, which is the important thing. So like the super fancy high end one is like 70 gold. I'll say the one that Cyberus had is probably like
10.
He
15.
wouldn't have too high end.
Like 15, 20 gold. Your like brick phone that can survive anything is probably like 5. It can't do anything. It can maybe handle Google Maps and a phone call.
But it sure as shit can take a hit.
Can handle Clippy maps.
Or
Yes,
alternatively,
Clippy
Onyx is going to look around for indestructible cases for her current phone.
Oh, an adamantium case.
Yeah, just an adamantine case for a phone.
That sounds so fucking extra.
I mean, most heavy-duty cases are.
It's one of those things, though, because, like, when you bring it into a modern world equivalent, like, either adamantine is so much more greater than the, like, super durable metal device stuff that we have now, or it's basically rendered useless because we have such sturdy materials nowadays. Like, you can get an OtterBox, and that shit is not going to break anytime soon.
Yeah, she's just getting like a durable phone case, so the phone maybe survive like, that long. And a backup
3 gold
phone.
or so at most for like the most durable one you can find.
And important also, like whatever Passion is getting, probably the fanciest phone.
Of course.
And what would a
like
phone
70.
cost that blind person could use, because she wants to get a phone for Chewie?
And pretty much any phone should be able to be used by that if it has the proper text. If it has the proper setup to it.
Yeah, no. What I mean more is, I could imagine like that in a world like this, there might even be phones that can specifically be used by people who have blind vision, or not blind vision,
blind sight.
Blind sight.
Mm-hmm. I'll say it's a little bit more like specialized, so
should be like
that one's probably 40 gold.
It should be like a psionic phone or something. Oh,
yeah. I could
what am
totally
I talking about?
That.
You're going with all this cyberpunk stuff. It's just augmentation that goes into their brain.
Yeah.
It literally like it's attached.
You
to
can also go magic.
Hand.
There's like helms of telepathy and everything. Though of course, the
yeah,
range
but
is going to be
she wants something that can
than,
be
like.
She probably wants something like, she doesn't want to go to anyone where she would have to install anything, like just something that she can like plug and go, so she doesn't have to like, oh hey, Do you see this
Explain
little
why her
completely
daughter has
corrupted
just teeth face.
Yes.
She calls somebody and it's just like, "Row." On the other end.
All right.
Yeah.
138 total then.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Onyx is just throwing out that gold like it's nothing.
So I'll say, well before this point, Tomo, you have finished cleaning your helmet out for like the third time just to be sure. Anything Tomo and Cyberus want to do?
Chomp chomp. I'll keep eating until someone tells me we're going somewhere.
I just imagine the owner growing more and more nervous. It's like, they're gonna pay for that, right?
I'm not the one that ate
no,
the-
man.
Literally everybody at their
buffet.
table left except for two
It's
people.
a buffet. You pay before you eat.
Really?
Like,
Oh,
That's weird.
then
Most buffets I have, you pay afterwards.
Really?
no, that's
No.
not
Not
how
in
it works
America.
in America.
Not in
You
the land
pay
of the
up
free.
front.
Not in the land of the free. Now pay up.
Summer stations may apply.
Mhm.
You know, almost every single like buffet restaurant I've been to, it's like you pay afterwards because
Yep.
you know you get drinks or you get this kind of stuff.
Which are usually not included in the buffet.
Oh, here they're
Or
usually
other things, yeah.
everything is included.
Yeah.
It's just
Mm.
you
And
get
if you-
one price for everything.
And if you get things
I
to
miss
go,
the
they're
buffet.
like an extra $10 a pound of stuff you take with you. or
Yeah, like the
something.
only variance is like a handful of them have different prices for lunch and dinner, and then like kids versus adults.
So Tomo?
What was your favorite episode? One where they talked about buffets for a really long time.
And then
Hey,
went
somebody
shopping.
can
Yeah.
go to them now. We should talk about it as much as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Mhm.
what's at the buffet?
I mean,
Tarask,
it's a Chinese buffet.
Tarask
like
on a
anything that you
stick.
could imagine.
Tarask fried rice, Tarask lo mein,
It's about the different sauces.
sweet and sour Tarask with broccoli.
There's no
Orange
broccoli.
Tarask.
Roasted Tarask.
There's hot braised, there's yum yum, there's kung pao. Various soy-based things.
Tarask hot
Ooh,
pot.
do they have an ice cream section in this buffet? Is there like one little isolated section for the ice cream?
There's a whole
Yeah.
dessert section.
Yeah, there's definitely like a whole. I mean,
Oh,
like
that's
it's
a good-
relatively
that's a good buffet.
upscale.
That's a good buffet if you got
yeah,
ice cream
like
there.
it's pretty good.
What more can we talk about buffets?
Mm-hmm.
One near me, sushi.
Oh, I have like.
How busy is the buffet?
I'm trying to remember what day it is.
Oh yeah, and that's actually another good question. Around what time of day is it?
Yeah.
Are we in like the afternoon now, or we had like no concepts of time until now?
Yeah, you didn't really. You
I usually-
basically were just going off what you remembered from when you were in David's house. I believe it was like evening when you arrived there.
Okay.
I'll say it's like 3 or 4 on. Because you guys only spent like one full day and several hours
Yeah.
there.
But we were in
Yeah, so it's
we
like
were in a pocket reality. Who knows how long we were there?
well, yeah, but as far as you can tell, time it was about the equivalent time that changed. I'll say it's like equivalent of like 30 hours into the next day. So it's like maybe 3 o'clock on I think it's Sunday or so.
Hmm.
They're not their peak time.
No, it's not super crowded. Like there are people there, but not a huge ton.
I think at this point, then Gurk could come back to the Chinese restaurant, and he's got 5 puppies on leashes and collars.
Yes.
And when he shows up, I like to think he's got like a harness, body harness, and like they're clipped to the body harness. And he's got like a
Living a
belt
dream,
pouch
really.
combination where he's got like like where you can store the treats, and like another one for disposable bags. Because you said I like went and got everything, so I was thinking
it just occurred to me that when you stayed at our house for like that one weekend, you never actually saw me walk the dog. I actually have like most of that shit. I actually have a leash that it has like a belt thing because Terry pulls so fucking incessantly that after like the first month we had him, I was starting to have wrist pain. So I'm like, no, you need all of my body weight to not do that shit no more. It's also nice because I can text while I walk.
I would have loved to walk Terry, but every time we got home, it was we just got back from a con.
2 in the morning.
Yeah.
It was awful.
But yeah, I show up and I'm like, Cyberus, Tomo, why don't we go on a walk? Stretch our stomachs after the food.
I assure you, my stomach is quite stretched.
I'll help burn the food off.
All right, where are we going to meet everyone then? Are they coming back here?
I have no idea.
Yeah, we didn't plan at all for who went where.
Nope.
We don't even know where they went.
Nope. I mean, are you surprised?
I mean, Onyx still has a phone.
we all have
Tomo
phones
and Gurk
now,
still have phones.
Except Cyberus, because I haven't gone back yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, Onyx will help Chewie set up her phone.
Okay. It's going to take a while. She's not great at
Greg's trying to figure out how to text. He's still not used to it, and he just gets frustrated because he's dealing with 5 puppies at once. And he just hands his phone to Cyberus and says, "Hey, can you text Onyx and let her know we're going to this park over here?" And I point to some like random park with invisibility, if there is any.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Onyx would also like install like some kind of panic button app or something like that Chewie can just like press when she needs Onyx.
It says Nat 1. You just press Nat 1.
I love it.
Something that is easy to use, just press this one thing and it immediately calls Onyx.
Mm-hmm.
Bam, that was easy.
Sounds good to me.
I have a question, Kat.
Yes.
Does anyone seem to notice passion or recognize passion?
Yeah, actually saying. Well, no, I'm in my.
As much as passion looks visually different, passion does have the very much passion look to her of the outfit plus hair and general.
Oh yeah,
looks.
because you're still in
Henshin
uniform.
We're in Red Am. Yeah, we're in Red Ami, aren't we too? Or at least in Red Ami as the whole hex.
Yeah.
We're on the same side as Neo Red Ami, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't want to go Bark Lee and try to leverage my celebrity status to get free shit, but
yeah, that's not in character for passion.
Actually, it 100% is in character for passion.
Oh, then why don't you do it?
Because she has more self-respect than that.
Then that isn't in character.
No, she 100% would be the person to be like, yeah, I'll take. If someone recognizes, she's not really the one who goes out and goes like, yeah, no, I'm this. But if someone's like, hey, you're passion, hey, you want this free thing? She'd be like, sure. Only if they said passion, not if they called her by her family name, though. She wants to leverage her own celebrity status, not her parents' celebrity status.
I'll say there are a handful, but only a couple, and only like in the distance, and they seem like they're too shy to really make any contact.
Oh.
It's a Sunday afternoon.
That's
it's
fair.
pretty slow.
Onyx would also keep out a lookout for any cops, De-Fraggers, anything like that.
Like you see the equivalent of you see police wandering around, but they don't seem to be like looking for you guys or anything. You don't see any people with 4 arms, but most De-Fraggers, it's not super easy to tell until they actually use their shit.
I mean, there is, just if they're a Winari or not.
That's speciesist.
It's not my fault that the world apparently has only Winari De-Fraggers, so...
It's based on your experience. That's how it is.
Yeah.
You know, it just occurred to me that I think even in the one-shots, none of you guys ever played De-Fraggers.
Mm-hmm.
So, did you play De-Fragger?
Yeah, I played a De-Fragger. I made the joke that my character was secretly a furry. Remember I played the old grizzled lady who was the De-Fragger?
In the one where you guys went to Borealis.
The one where we played
like,
from the one we played from the past.
That's right. I forgot that one.
Yeah, I played a De-Fragger, remember?
Yeah.
And you know what would have
you
been?
did.
You know what would have been the best? If you actually had shown up like as that, I think it was a dwarven woman.
Yes, a dwarven woman.
If she had just had the fursuit on.
Be like a badger.
She's dressed up as a Wanari.
Yes, exactly.
She was raised by them.
That's not one of those background ones, right? Wasn't it? What was it, Outsider, where it's like literally raised by wolves?
Yes, I was literally raised by wolves. It's an outsider background thing.
Yeah.
Has a whole nother meaning in Retroverse. So when we get to the park, I immediately unclip all the puppies and let them go wild. And then I cast Conjure Animals, and I conjure 5 dogs to watch over the puppies.
So there are 5 of them. Mm-hmm. Immediately, 3 go terracing into the park, having the blast of their lives. The other 2 are sort of like, the one that's real sleepy just sort of like finds a cozy little tuft of grass and curls up and goes to sleep. And the other one is very like shy and timid and nervous and is doing the like shaky thing and is just like following your footsteps to the point where you have to be very careful not to step on her.
Oh, I'd be careful. I've dealt with animals before.
Like the other dogs that you get, they sort of split off, and like the 3 of them go. How many dogs can you summon? Like 80.
I'm actually double checking. I might summon some specific kind of dog.
Something bigger, so that
I just want to see the CR.
You don't have 80 of them.
An adult version of each of the small ones.
No, those are Fae. Unfortunately, I can't.
Isn't just one of them?
They're not.
They are not.
The creatures that you're looking at, the phase dogs, they are not blink dogs. They're something else.
Well, I think you said they were Fae. I know they're not blink dogs. I was
talking about you recognized like they look like the Fae blink dogs, but they're something else.
Yeah. Okay. So I know what I'm summoning. I conjure animal, and showing up in front of me in a V formation are 5 laser pups, and they all look like they're in a little mafia, and they watch over the kids.
Oh my god, I'm just imagining a fucking corgi.
Because
and
I don't
like suits where it's like a suit, but it's only on the front of them.
Yeah, because the reason I say that they seem almost like a mafia and they're organized is because their intelligence is 7.
Yeah,
and in their lore in here, they actually work really well in packs and make their own like thieves guilds in a way.
I was very concerned for a second because you were like, they work really well in the mafia.
They probably would actually, yeah.
Yeah, so you
loyal.
Definitely it is adorable. There are plenty of other dogs.
They bark at the ground if any of the puppies don't get in line.
I'll make you a bark that you can't refuse.
And come over and sniff the puppies, and there are plenty of like families that are wandering around, and everybody's real excited to see the puppies.
I imagine like some like keeper who like needs to watch after the guy and is like, oh my god, someone brought laser pups again. Because he sees them like scorching the grass.
There's like
everywhere.
a guy trimming the hedge bushes, and just like every time one of the corgis barks at the ground and just scorches a hole in the dirt, he just like eye twitch.
Druid craft, it's back.
I imagine the guy's probably a druid himself, or at least has like druid craft. Is like,
I'm gonna have to cast so many spells after this.
Yeah,
I know they're cantrips, but I'm gonna have to cast them so many times.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Like...
I'm not repeating that plant growth disaster from last year.
I could do that right now, but I won't.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Modern setting, that's such a troll spell.
I'll say, Demona, while you're in the club, you hear a handful of folks talking, sitting at the bar. You probably like gravitate towards the people that are clearly like mercenaries or at least adventurers of some kind. And the one is a Triton. And they say that they're actually mentioned that they are from Subnautica, and that they bailed because they had been in the military and they were recalled back. and she didn't want to go, so she left town. Apparently, the military in Subnautica has cracked down after the burners, and they are ferociously guarding the border to the point that lots of people are getting turned away very violently. Los Angeles is hiring mercenaries by the boatload. I want to say, I don't know that Demona spent any time there, did she?
In Los Angeles?
Yeah.
She's from there. From the
Oh, that's right. I always fucking forget exactly where that is. I think you were from outside the city, but the proper city of Los Angeles, they don't have a proper army. They basically, whenever they need to protect their borders or whatever, they just hire mercenary armies. And that's what they're doing. They're not being as aggressive as the armies of Subnautica. But just the fact that they're hiring a shit ton of them when usually Los Angeles is a pretty lawless place. It's one of those, like, you defend your own shit places.
Wait, isn't that the section that filmed the television show Failed Estate? And had like the theme song, and that it was like the bridge at the beginning. And like there were those two little twin girls, and they grew up and they weren't so great.
They're very successful.
Full House.
Oh, okay.
I was trying too hard on that. Sorry. Go ahead.
I'm like, Los Angeles is Fallout New Vegas, man. Like,
wait,
is that the one?
No,
it's
that's Vegas. No,
that's in Vegas. New Vegas is in old Vegas, I guess.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, it's very Fallout-esque. It's
3 has Pittsburgh. Oh boy, and that was wow.
But basically, just getting the sense that a lot of places are now starting to actually implement like statewide reactions to the burner event. There's other like minor things, like apparently one of the local casinos in town got robbed recently by a handful of like masked thugs, and they haven't been able to find him again. Apparently they used magic to bail. And there's a like a woman that is relatively wealthy that's been going around to most of the different clubs asking if they've seen her daughter. Apparently she's an aspiring wizard and like ran off to go find a master and hasn't been seen since. They're not sure if like she just did as wizards do and find a master and then why did the soundtrack stop?
I still got sound on my side.
Oh, it just got really quiet on my end for some reason. Just basically has been offering lots of different, offering a relatively high reward if she's found.
Probably run that the crackdown on the borders through Adamska.
He would say that that's getting to be pretty standard. A lot of places are doing that. The only one that is near to that reaction is Neo Avalon. But Demona knows enough about like basic history that Neo Avalon has always been a bit of an authoritative state, so it's not really that surprising. But they've definitely cracked down on it.
Okay.
Out of curiosity, would there be any information about Del Diablo? I'm not there, but just like any rumors regarding that.
A lot of like the folks here don't seem to have much an opinion either way. They're just talking like about the stuff going on. A lot of the people here aren't locals. But more of talking about how people are scared because on one hand, initially the world thought that it was Del Diablo that did these attacks, but now like a beloved Henshin came back from the dead and said they're not. And there are rumors that like, well, maybe she was just brainwashed in Del Diablo. Maybe it's a ploy. She could be a doppelganger. Who the fuck knows? It could be anything. Like magic can do that shit. But not a ton specifically about Del Diablo, just because like it's assumed that everyone knows. Everyone knows that there's debate whether or not Del Diablo did it, but regardless, people were all already kind of nervous about Del Diablo to begin with. So there's a lot of like doubt and mistrust there.
I imagine Del Diablo is the only state that has a completely open borders policy.
Because like a handful others.
No, like, I mean like no border control whatsoever. You come to Del Diablo, you're gonna get corrupted probably. So welcome to
that's just border control.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the words.
Only people who want to come to Del Diablo generally come to Del Diablo.
Yeah, like there are some that are a bit looser. Rosa Gallica is much more loose just because huge sections of the city are just vast wilderness. They don't really care that much. And Neoradami, the city is just so freaking huge that controlling every single aspect of it is a little difficult. So it's basically just like making sure they take a census every year to keep track of shit like that and everything.
Oh my god. I imagine Rosa Gallica is like sometimes they lose like a track of a part of the city for like a couple of years because it like gets overgrown or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And like the it's people that forget that they're part of
casting,
the
it's just some dipshit casting plant growth 27 times. It's like, god damn it. They cut down my tree and I had to replace it with a sapling. Oh man. Grow bigger and just hire a druid to cast it like 4 times and then immediate regret.
Ah, shit. Should have thought about that.
Wait, somebody needs to hire me? What? How much?
I don't actually... Plant growth doesn't cost anything, does it?
It does cost a spell slot.
My time?
Which does have value to it.
Well...
And all the years he spent studying to learn it.
I mean, yeah, I did get a master's in Druiding.
But no, literally, like, it does cost money to even hire a wizard to cast cantrips.
Well, yeah, but, like, I meant, like, how much additional cost it would be. Obviously.
Oh, no, I don't think there's any additional cost to it.
Nope.
Yeah.
But you still gotta pay.
I assume you guys, were joking.
We were joking about different other cities of, like, Rosa Gallica just losing entire sections of the city sometime because some dipshit was like, oh man, they cut down my tree. I'm going to regrow my sapling to be just that big. And hires a druid to cast plant growth 4 times in a row.
I was about to say, I'm sure there's a religious organization of nature domain clerics and druids that's just what they do, and they just do it without pay. Because they believe it's like their duty, their divine service, or whatever. Anyway.
Anyways.
Whatever you guys were doing. Carry on.
You were talking about Demona's stuff.
Yeah.
Rumors.
So those are the rumors that you hear, Demona.
Okay.
Do you want to skip to the next day?
If you want, you guys are here just to buy time until you can cast plant.
I was actually going to ask how.
Stride, right?
Yep, next morning.
Because I was going to ask, how far are we from Radami, like, to get into the main city?
The one long rest?
Yeah.
Would Passion get her get the messages from Sammy now?
And you get that message from Sammy.
That reminds me, while we're here at this park, I take one of my tree seeds and I plant it here.
The normal ones, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I also have another question. How far are we from Fuck, my brain is stuck on Adam.
Marco.
From Adam, he's called Adam now. From Marcus.
David.
He's David and
From Marcus. You keep coming up with new names, Hera.
I do it on purpose
David.
by now.
No, you don't, Hera. Bullshit,
Marcus.
you're doing that on purpose. You did that
No,
completely
I
unintentionally.
said Adam. I said Adam, and then I said Marcus because I was already wrong. So I knew I could say another wrong name to keep with a meme.
Oh god. I'm sorry, I'm in the in-character chat and I just realized that fucking Crypto was drunk last session, except he wasn't drunk, he just had a concussion. Anyway, you are probably using transportation probably about 3 hours or so away from, where David's ranch is. From the mega city of Red Ami, probably closer to like a 6-hour drive or something.
So more or less a long rest we can take while we're on the drive.
Gotta just imagine.
I'm gonna send the professor a message.
I mean,
Near
Radami is so big. Like, yeah, near Radami is like a 6-hour drive away. But where do you want to go in?
Yeah,
near
in the
Radami?
city, it's another couple hours to different parts of it.
No,
like,
I'd be.
What were we
that'd be
saying,
perfect.
Scott? Like the giga cities are like the size of like China.
The number one. Okay, so for those at home, I got to turn off my green screen because it always messes this up.
It super does.
For those at home, I know we've already mentioned this multiple times, but this is the planet. It's a 12-sided Rubik's Cube. And these number ones, these center ones, they're the size of the continent of Australia. New Radami is a city that is the size of Australia. So just keep that in mind. When we were like, oh yeah, we just go over here in New Radami. If it only takes us like a half hour, we probably moved 10 blocks, maybe.
What do they have levitation trains?
Oh yeah, of course they would have to when it's at that scale, and it's the most cyberpunk city in the world.
I just out of curiosity Googled it to see how far it is to walk from Australia to the other side, and apparently there is a list of people who have walked across Australia.
Keep in mind, most of it is a desert. It's not a city. They don't got to worry about traffic and random encounters.
2,500 miles.
Yeah, you always have to worry about random encounters.
Oh yeah, Australia. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
I was about to say, I think on the one hand, yes, you can just walk through desert. On the other hand, when you're in the city, you have proper roads and everything.
That is more people than I expected. Apparently, 48 people have walked across Australia. Yeah. Anyway, it's gonna be several.
Let's make it 55.
Where do you want to go in Neo Redemi?
Probably her best bet would be
Sammy's apartment.
The zoo.
Next week, the final, we actually do it. Everybody's together.
Nah, it's probably.
Hey, just waiting at Sammy's apartment.
I'm the one that knocks on Sammy's door. Hey, we're looking for a place to crash.
Probably should want to go to the Henshin HQ. Cause...
No, also, don't forget that Sammy, currently isn't there. She's on the moon, right?
Mm-hmm,
so, we just, go into Sammy's apartment. Sammy comes back. Onyx probably, broke open the door because they didn't have a key or anything like that. They crash in the meantime in Sammy's apartment. He comes back, finds the broken door open inside the whole group's what the fuck? Finally, you're back.
Oh, I will ask you, Kat. So, Henshin Academy. Do you think that would be just dead straight in the middle? I think that would make the most sense.
It makes sense for it to be in the middle.
Because if they're supposed to be the police, the most organized justice force in the megacity, that would be the closest on average to anywhere they need to get to.
It's probably floating on an artificial island above the city in the center.
So
Passion
would know this
very
because
Henshin.
She's from Neo Radami.
And she's been there multiple times.
The Machine War basically leveled the city. It was completely destroyed, basically. And it had to be rebuilt from the ground up. And when it was, one of the first structures built was the Looper Call, the Ranger Command base. And then there are like 3 buildings to that. There's the academy, the other 2 buildings, which I don't remember the name of.
But they're all in the same location.
Yeah,
really.
they're in the same location. It's like a like 3 buildings in a triangle with like a little courtyard in the middle.
It would make sense for them to be in the middle.
It's relatively near the city, near the center of the city.
And maybe there's like spots in the sidewalk where they can teleport. If they're like teleportation circles specifically for Henshin.
Well, the teleportation circles are within the thing, because Henshin operate off of different stuff than traditional teleport circles. There are.
But you get what I'm saying, so they can like teleport to and fro. Well, no, they just need the recaster for that, don't they? Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind. Sorry, world building. Well, just okay. So, are we going to Neo Red Amy?
I think that's a good idea. That way we, well, for one, probably HQ wants to talk to me.
Oh, I also have to ask, are we all back together again? Did we all meet up or something?
I'll say
probably,
you guys used your phones to get back together.
Okay, so we're at the park, like I said we were?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, probably it's a good idea to head to Neo Red Amy. Like I said, HQ probably will want to talk to me, and...
Am I the only one that wants to kick Adam's ass?
Who?
David?
I love
Marcus.
that you're just like, nah, fuck it. I'm sticking with this bit. No. I do not know his name.
Honestly,
You could feed him to his dogs.
I just kind of looks to Onyx and says, do you really think we could fight him, considering what he has all there and what he's done?
I don't see the point.
He loves
It's
her.
really worth it.
She's harmless. Look at her. I imagine as she like tries to like, I don't know.
She's like
eat,
eating a
another
cat.
puppy. Like
And
she's
she's
trying to eat
biting
a like another person's puppy, like not of her Grax, but like some other, and she's like, no.
I'm just imagining.
She's getting chased off by my mafia laser pups. They're just like laser shooting.
That video of the cat with like an infant, and it's just like murder claws, pet, murder claws, pet, murder, pet.
But yeah, no, Passion just like, it's not worth it. He paid us our money. He gave you the beer and the puppies. So,
truthfully, I wouldn't mind doing another job for him. That place is interesting.
We could
Onyx
get
looks
it
correct.
at a distance.
He tried to kill us.
I mean, digitally.
he didn't
He said
succeed.
it was a test. He said it was a test, but he never said why.
Well, I have a test for him. It's called the breaking test, and she holds up her fist.
I have a feeling you might pass that one on it.
Well, I can completely understand it. I won't stop you.
But I don't really feel like it's... He gave us our money, so I don't really care.
He can have his money back.
Not all of it.
I mean, you just spent some of it.
No, she had some money of her own, so.
But yeah,
Onyx is just like...
It's not worth it for us to do. And hey, maybe he can be useful later.
He knows a lot of powerful people, it seems.
Listen, dibs on a spare burner if we find it, because I know where I'm going to put it.
But yeah, I think Red Amy is our best bet. We can then head back to Del Diablo after that. Probably she'll look to Gurk, and probably you guys want to head back there anyways, so.
Yeah, I'd rather not stay in a city any longer than I need to.
Yeah.
Not really my element.
Take a bus and then go to Red Amy.
I'd also... I don't know, I kind of want her to get back to
All right.
Del Diablo.
All right. Come on, Hertz. Come on, Verm.
I really don't want to
Yeah,
get,
oh my god, no, please don't name your dog Hertz, because I already have a pet named Hertz in the party.
Yeah, Hertz is the super hyper one.
No. I already have a pet named Hertz. Passion's cat is named Hertz.
Come on, Dancer. Come on, Donner. Come on.
I don't want Chewie to be like caught by some De-Fraggers or something like that. She'd be safe.
She is corrupted. Yeah, that's probably the best place.
You did.
Onyx looks at Cyberus. She is corrupted. We are all corrupted.
I'm not.
That's good. We're not enough corrupted.
I'm not corrupted.
Yeah, well,
at all.
I'd rather not be near Rademy when some De-Fragger decides to look, hey, is there some corruption around on a whim, and then sees us glowing up.
It's fine.
Like lighting up with like a fucking Christmas tree.
It's
even
fine.
though I
You
don't know
guys
if this
are-
holiday exists in
hey.
this universe.
It's fine. You guys are with me.
Meanwhile, Gurk is like over with the 5 corgis, and he's like, "You did a good job, C team. Good job." And I give him some of the treats I bought before I dismiss
Wouldn't the
them.
people in Neo Rademy have seen us on TV after we defeated the?
Yeah, they would have 100% have seen you guys on the stream.
So maybe we'd be okay to be walking around because we're like known to be good people.
You did help kill the anarchist.
I would rather not
Well,
have the
Captain.
attention.
I'd
Oh.
rather not find out, to be honest.
Oh, the anarchist. Well, I'm not a giant dog right now, so I'm fine.
Have you seen some of these De-Fraggers?
I've
What
only
the fuck
seen.
am I asking? They're all
Points to
fanatical
Cyber.
bastards.
We didn't go to
Points to-
college together. That's what you're asking.
Points to Cyberus. It's like, I met them. I met Cyberus. I've met Crypto from the other group, and then those fanatics.
I was gonna say all the De-Fraggers are corrupt, but I think Cyberus is the only one I know that's corrupt.
Oh, believe
I
me,
lied about what
all
I did.
De-Fraggers are corrupt.
Crypto's pretty nice. Actually,
It just depends on the kind of corruption, you know?
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't-
play on words.
Passion just looks on and says, "You have not met Crypto. He is the most normal person I've ever met."
Ultimate group.
That's not an insult. It's actually the truth.
No,
I
he's
feel
he's
like.
good. No, he's a good boy. He's a good boy.
Also, the
And-
like one. Okay, like
He's
not
the voice of
straight man
reason.
as in like sexuality, but like the one normal person in their
Yes.
group.
He's our
He's
our
always
anchor.
the one, just like, I am surrounded by insane children. What the
I'm
fuck is
surrounded by
happening?
idiots.
He is the designated driver of their group, which made it 1,000 times funnier with last session when he got a concussion and proceeded to act drunk for half the session. And it was fantastic because that party has gotten drunk and high multiple times and he has never been there. He's always like the sane one trying to drag them back home.
He's the
Don't worry,
oldest.
Crypto, I got you.
He's the oldest sibling that has to take care of his dumbass
oldest
No,
siblings.
sibling.
he's
That's like
he's
8
a
years
token
old.
white guy.
But yeah, I think Radami's our best bet, and like I said, we'll be fine if we go there, and we'll stay with. Hopefully, I can talk the. I can say one. I can just talk the Henshin into letting you stay there. Don't worry. I
How-
literally am
how
part
are
of the
the su-
police force.
How are the sewer systems there? Do they get like big pipes that aren't
I'd
filled with
assume
sewage?
so, considering how many people are there.
Yeah.
Are you
I'll
gonna
be
try
I'll
and
be
sleep?
fine if we can't find anywhere else to sleep.
We'll find a
Sleep-
place to sleep.
sleep in a
We
sewer?
literally, Passion is kind of, we literally have more money than most people can think of. We literally can sleep wherever we want.
I think
in a
I
hotel.
think I'm one of those most people.
You literally have the same amount of money we all got.
I think that was his way of saying, I don't
Yeah.
know what the fuck I do with money.
Passion just looks at it. You can afford to get a room anywhere you want in Radami. Believe me.
Especially because Trogs don't really deal with money that often.
Yeah.
So this is still kind of like a new concept for you. Gurk is probably much more
It's weird because it's
accustomed to the,
it's supposedly a resource you need for survival, but you don't consume it.
Gurk is probably much more accustomed to like the trading system that Del Diablo has, where like
Mhm.
you trade for goods and services rather than for money.
Yeah, and the only money I've had to deal with is the gentleman's fun box.
Because it's like, I have spells. Can make your plans do better. You give me food. Like, that's how this works.
On extracts is like, I mean, Del Diablo isn't worse than here, I guess.
I don't know.
As she pulled-
I think that thing's interesting as a point of the giant colossus beast that's restrained in the center of town.
Yeah, we should go hang out there.
We're gonna go
Onyx
to
is like,
Radami.
can we not? I don't want Chewie to like overtake herself. She probably would try to eat the whole thing.
She could get a great job here. I bet they would love to have her here.
Or they
Maybe.
wouldn't because corrupted.
Yeah.
We could just say that she is a strange creature from a far off land who
Ooh,
can
actually,
drink a river of blood.
I
Onyx just like,
I
Hold
wonder
on.
what would
Pause
happen
for a
if that
moment.
big creature gets corrupted.
Yes, that's exactly my
not
thought.
find
Let's
out.
not find out.
Why
It
not?
might- if it doesn't
Because
mess
the
up
last thing
operation-
we need is a Tarask rampaging through because someone decided it'd be funny to corrupt it.
I know you two like corruption, but corruption is not really all that controllable, and I'm not going to be responsible for a fucking massacre of a city because something fucked up with the corruption.
I don't know. You're ready to blow up Del Diablo.
I mean,
With
it's
the
not like
anarchist.
it's wake it up or something.
I was ready to blow up the anarchist. Yes.
Yeah. Well, you're
Del
ready to blow up Del Diablo with the anarchist.
If we corrupt
I
the
didn't
Tarask
know about the bomb, but
without telling anyone, then everyone who eats it will get corrupted.
No.
Ooh.
Passion, no.
That'd be
Passion
interesting to see how well that spreads.
I'm rolling intimidation here.
That's science. I'm trying to learn science.
Passion gives you the coldest look. He said, I will literally kill you. That is a nat 20 on intimidation check of 25.
I didn't roll quite that well.
I'm not gonna roll because this isn't
like the
like
most
character
serious,
against character. Yeah. I don't.
This is the most serious you've seen Passion ever looked at. I will literally kill you
because regardless of what Gurk rolls, it's going to be the same response. I go. Is my life really worth that much? Trouble.
Everyone else's is, not yours.
I don't know if I follow that.
I do.
She looks at
listen, you two want to get more corrupted out of your own free volition. You can't force us upon a bunch of people.
Passion looks to Cyberus to say, if it comes down to killing you or killing someone else, or just letting a bunch of people die, I will kill you.
I have no plans to.
The world is already unstable enough. What do you think would happen if we unleash like a wave of corruption on the city?
Also,
do you want to start a war? Do you know how this would look? Come
just
on.
A hypothetical.
Just keep your hypothetical thinking to yourself.
And in a hypothetical, I would kill you. Now, can we go to Rad Amy, please?
Let's get the fuck away from this Tarask.
Yes, let's get them away from here.
While having this very tense conversation,
ideas.
Tomo, your phone rings.
It's like, oh shit, I'm muted.
Oh, I'm aware I'm muted.
I know. Just all going, oh shit, I'm muted. As you just pull the headphones back up.
I imagine that's basically Tomo's reaction as well. Like she just lies there, like half listening to the conversation. Suddenly her phone rings. Oh shit.
Or less, yeah.
You see Seth's name on the phone.
Okay, yeah, she'll answer it. Hey, Seth.
Hey, I'm gonna assume the Passion is alive because, like, I mean, nobody called me, but it's been a couple of hours and.
Yeah, she's here.
Oh, cool.
Passion, say hi to Seth.
Hey.
Hi.
Hi to Seth.
So, I would have called her, but like Demona never answers my calls. Apparently, there's somebody that wanted to talk to her. Stop by. He said he had like a business arrangement he wanted to talk to her about. Apparently, he knows of her through the Mercs Guild and was impressed or something or another.
Oh. Hey, Demona, get over here.
Get over here.
Phone call for you. Why are they calling you? Because you never take your phone.
I'll say at this point, Demona did reunite with them while you guys determined whether or not you're going to Neo-Radami or not, or if you're going home.
Okay, she steps over.
I guess someone stopped by the apartment looking for you.
Did you get his name?
He didn't give it. He's in like a really fancy suit, and I'm pretty sure his shoes are actually made of gold. And I kind of want them, but I don't think they would fit on my feet because he's like human and.
Is he still there?
Yeah, he's like drinking soda and.
Seth, hand him the phone.
Yeah, just give him the phone, Seth.
Oh, okay.
Picture him actually answering that and saying that as he's stuffing food into his mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
100%, you guys can probably imagine him like creeping in the kitchen, just staring around the door at this guy.
Yes. Oh, hands the phone.
I'd like to play a game.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Or I was in it for 7 days.
That's so terrifying.
Here's that. Hands the phone immediately over to Cyberus.
Just hand it back to Tomo. I take that bet.
It's like that last. it's like that last scene from Fifth Element where the mom calls and they just like all hand the phone one to the other because nobody wants to deal with her.
Demona, you hear like shuffling, and eventually hear, hello? Is this Demona?
No, who's this?
You can call me Rex. I am an interested party. I heard that you are creating a new mercenary guild, and I was wondering if you were looking for investors.
Could certainly use investors, yes. Do you have credentials?
I know some people. I also have a significant amount of wealth I've accumulated. He's like, I have spoken with your second in command, Ademska, I believe it is. I don't know him personally, though I've hired him for things in the past. He said that you were the person to talk to about this sort of thing. Also said that you were most likely indisposed at the moment, but it seems that you're not any longer. Your servant, roommate, has been very accommodating.
You let everyone into the apartments.
To be fair, I asked very nicely. I think he's also very enamored with my shoes.
Yeah, don't take them off. As a benefactor, what would you need? What would you require of the guild for compensation of investment?
Well, by being an investor, I would get a small portion of whatever proceeds that you make, any overhead, of course, and then I just like to keep my eye on things. The world is in a very tumultuous place right now, and I feel like having somebody that I know I can trust that has a good idea of what's going on in the world would be wise. I'm looking for information primarily, is what I'm saying.
I think we can arrange something.
Fabulous. I can leave my card with your associate, Seth, is it? And you just hear in the background just muffling around food. Yes.
Make sure whatever you give him is not destructible or edible.
Well, it's a business card, so it can be destroyed, but it's most likely not edible.
Hopefully not. Horosho, we will reach back out to you as soon as we can get in contact.
Look forward to it.
Hand the phone back over to Tomo.
A few minutes later, you hear rustling, and Seth is like, "Hey, Demona! Oh shit, is this Tomo now?"
Yeah, it's Tomo now.
Hey, also, like, there's this guy that keeps coming by. Let's see, his name is can I remember it?
Ashley ain't slashing.
Marcus.
Orcus. Did you say Orcus?
I said Marcus, but yeah,
Oh.
Marcus works. Marcus works too.
Adam.
Hey, have the people in this building died yet?
Everybody's name is Adam.
It's Mitchell Bachman. He said that he works with the city planners. He's like the party parade planner guy.
Oh God, I forgot about that. That was in character, not out of it.
Of course.
Yeah, he's been by quite often, and like he did gratefully give me like a day when I told him that one of you guys were dead, but then came back the very next day and was like, "Hey, are they back yet? Are they back yet? Are they back?" I did not give him anybody's number, thank God, but like he's the city planner, so he knows her address.
Is this Susan's punishment for Onyx headbutting her?
Oh, I don't think you've seen Onyx's punishment yet, but probably just. I feel like this is like he made it seem like it's a gift, and honestly, like the parade typically has really good food, and it's very like most of it's free. So I'm kind of looking forward to a parade, but yeah, no, I don't think a parade is the punishment that Onyx is going to get for punching a head of state.
That's true.
It would be punishment for her.
Okay, well, I don't know what our plan is right now. I think we're debating whether we're gonna go to Neo Red Ami or just come home. So tell him if he shows up again, tell him to call me. I don't care.
Okay.
Action kind of looks at him, so I didn't try to defer that to me.
You just got back from the dead, so.
And I literally just went through a fucking weird ass place too. So
Yeah.
Also, my girlfriend's in the moon, apparently.
That's rough, buddy.
In the moon?
No, she didn't become the moon. She's in the moon.
That's still rough.
Wait a minute. In the moon?
I don't know.
You can go to the moon. I'm like look up at the sky.
Yes, you can go to the moon.
Yeah.
Can you put a big tree there so we could go anytime we want?
Honestly, this sounds kind of cool.
I wonder how corrupted we could make it.
No.
Instant party conflict again.
I love that. Like everybody would. It's that one GIF of like all the girls going like, like in disgust, and that one guy that's like. And that's Cerberus.
I imagine. Crack, what do you have there?
Well,
a
corruption. No. I love it.
So, anyways, I started blasting.
No, that's Demona.
Also, Tomo.
Hey, Passion has Eldritch Blast.
I have guns.
I got eye lasers.
Onyx
how
has
effective,
guns.
I mean, to make the joke, how effective are those eye lasers, though?
I may have used them once.
Onyx has guns.
Hit anything?
I don't, but Onyx.
Gruk looks around, bends down off screen, bends back up on the screen, and says, "I have a rock."
It's the big ass bird rock.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Seriously, like long rest and we can be home. Or Neil.
I am
whatever.
wondering now though, could transport via plants get you to the moon?
Probably.
It can, but only if there was a tree there that I've seen and been around.
Oh yeah, you have to see it. Okay.
Mm-hmm. That's why I'm planting these.
I didn't think of that.
Taking pictures of things, like taking pictures of a circle of teleportation, if that would count.
No. Well, if you knew the combination for a teleportation circle on the moon, and someone knew the spell, then yeah.
Speaking of teleportation circles, this would be a perfect time for Demona to bring up the fact to Passion that she knows the teleportation code to get to Neo Red Ami.
We need a long rest anyways, right?
I know.
Oh. All right, if you can get us all there, then...
Demona, go right ahead. We can take a long rest when we're there.
We're going to message the professor since I'm here.
The professor for the vaccine game?
Yes.
Yes, because both of us have his phone number.
Okay.
Seriously,
so,
next session, crossover. We need to have everybody here.
God damn it.
Cat's like, no.
It'll be like Shaun of the Dead.
I'm not prepared for this.
No one is.
I have plans for a crossover, but it's only going to be like half of the party, and the other half is going to be next week because I can't handle.
You got 2 weeks.
People.
Oh,
sorry.
You could do the tease. because we're going there now.
Oh, wait,
but
hold
they're
on.
on the moon, so we can go into their places and go to their
Cat.
apartments, but they
Cat,
can't do shit about it.
You have literally a month plus to get ready for this, because, you know, we can go there, but then they don't cross over with us.
Anyway,
On the moon.
we'll see.
I is gonna
Unwarm, I
punch.
know it's our
I is gonna
anyway.
punch somebody.
It's probably passion.
Yeah. Oh god, it's the most stressful time for that too. Anyway, obviously no one watching the stream knows this other than the players, because we have an in-character group chat where they actually RP a group chat with all of their characters. And in one of these conversations, I'm trying to remember why, but at some point, Tomo offered to let the professor draw some blood from her and do some tests because
You wanted to study corruption on a living person.
That's
So
the one, yeah.
Yeah, I had volunteered for it.
Oh yeah, Passion might also want to give the professor some of her blood too at some point.
Yes, you also mentioned that because you're like, I'm weird now.
I have weird shit happening to me.
I mean, if you
I
know a guy
don't
who's
understand.
researching corruption, you might need to introduce us.
I don't think you'd like the research there, Cyberus, but sure.
I would. It'd be interesting to see how corruption could be cured or prevented.
Or controlled, or shifted, or transferred, or mutated.
Okay.
All this
fair
time-
enough.
So what are you guys doing?
Oh, I guess can Demona teleport us to Neo Red Ami? All of
Probably.
us.
I do this to Demona, and then go to the ground where the teleportation circle will be.
And she snaps her fingers and a small flame appears in front of her hand.
And I snap my fingers and a thorn whip appears.
You really want to do this, plant boy?
I can do this all day.
You really want to do this, plant man?
I can do this all day, Embers.
You need to change your status on Discord.
That would be a great T-shirt. I'm not gonna lie.
We have two call signs. We have Embers and Plant Guy.
Some chaotic neutral sorcerer on there, and like angry at the Druid. It's like, you want to do this, plant boy?
Wait. So,
Oh,
one second.
You've
One
created
second.
a meme.
Demona is fire type. Gurk is plant type. Onyx is rock.
No, I'm rock. I use stone shape and stuff.
You are both rock type and
You're multi-class.
grass
And
type.
plant. Yeah, grass
Grass.
type. Grass. Passion is psychic.
Oh,
Fairy type.
I'm
Was
basic.
Ghost?
Yeah, she's
Fairy
fairy.
type.
Oh no, she's
No,
definitely
fairy. Passion
Yeah,
is
definitely
fairy.
fairy.
Yeah. No,
Fairy
Tomo is
dark.
psychic type.
Tomo is ghost.
Tomo's ghost
Tomo's
fighting.
ghost.
maybe?
Ghost fighting.
Ghost fighting. Cyberus is
Fighting.
Cyberus.
fighting.
Dark fighting.
Cyberus.
Dark fighting. Yeah.
I would
Dark
say
fighting,
steel, actually.
Cyber-
Because a
Oh,
dark
yes.
move is bite. Bite is a dark
Oh,
move.
Onyx is rock steel, actually.
I was gonna say I
No.
would say Demona is probably fire dark.
Mm-hmm. Look at all this angsties. All of our dark types.
Yeah.
Passion's not dark.
Onyx is
Passion
rock
is the
steel. That makes more
opposite of
sense.
dark.
Or ground steel. No, rock steel. Rock steel.
Cyberus
Yeah.
is surprised to find out that he's dark.
It's just because the move bite is dark type.
Yes.
That's literally
Yeah,
the
and-
only reason.
And if your
You don't
Pokemon
have
type
to
is
be
the
that
same
type,
as the type
though,
of
to learn
move,
the-
it does more
No,
damage.
you can get normal.
No, but it's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
super.
My fight
It does stab damage for Cyberus.
It's,
So
it's just you've bitten a few things. So I was like, yeah.
Look at
I
Vex
tasted
being the
out.
professional Pokemon player over there.
I played one of them once.
I've played competitively Pokemon before. But yes.
Anyway, oh hey, look at that! Demona just teleported us there
Yeah.
already. Wow, maybe did you?
I'll say the yeah, so the teleportation circle, you can take as many people through as you can get through it in 6 seconds, which you guys can easily enough
All
do,
of us.
especially if Gurk holds the puppies. I'll say that the teleport. Did you have any details, Demona, about where that teleportation circle went, or just in Neo Red Ami?
To be fair, I was asking you before, but I never got a straight answer on if that was to one of the clubs that would be connected to some of the other information zones.
It goes to a shady Merc guild warehouse.
Actually, yeah, no, that makes sense. I'll say that it could go to a merc guild club.
No,
Okay,
I was
that works.
joking.
But otherwise, no specific details. Just
Okay, yeah.
Neo-Red
So
Amber.
I'll say that it goes to a club that's like frequented by different mercs. It's not like tied to any specific guild, but they frequently have travelers come through. So basically, like as soon as you go in, there's like a just like a security guard that's just like sitting there with his feet up on another chair reading a magazine, and just as soon as the first of you steps through, he's just like through that way.
I show up with 5 puppies.
Cute.
Demona
I show up with
apologizes
a
for the
child that
puppies.
probably teleported for the first time.
Cat's rolling to vomit.
Oh, yeah, I was about to say, oh god, does she have the phasies?
She's not terrified, but she's definitely holding on to Onyx's hand a bit tighter. Like she's holding it together and like doing the thing where like she's trying to act like she's all moody and hiding her face in the hoodie.
Edgy.
Onyx is like, you did great. You did great. I know it's weird. I don't like it either.
So you guys can easily enough make your way through this club and into the heart of Neo-Red ME.
Hell yeah.
I will say, I'll say to make life easier, you guys are in the district where the Looper Call and the building where the professor's stuff is.
Oh, perfect.
I really
That's
need to
convenient.
commission somebody to make a map for Neo-Red ME.
Oh,
I imagine by this point the beer's empty.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
No, Chewie, don't eat the bottle.
But yeah.
Just hear crunching noises.
Crunch,
Crunch.
crunch, crunch. So yeah,
So-
I guess we'll head to
Wonder
the
if I
professor's
could eat-
then for now. Passion will send a quick text to the professor actually saying, hey, we just got into Neo-Red Ammy heading to your place. You might want to take my blood. It had some weird stuff happen.
Are they fine with necromancy here? As I like point at one of the like New York style like screen advertisements, and it's like Barkley sports game coming up.
Oh, that's
Actually,
Bark.
yeah, you're probably not.
I would know what restless are, but I'm like skeleton.
Yeah, you're
spells?
not familiar with it.
Passion,
Not
however,
super familiar with them.
we'll look to Gurk and just be like, he's actually the person in the chat.
Oh, I hate that guy. He seems
He's
like a
just
prick.
boned.
Yeah, he's so full of himself.
He's a bit of a bonehead, but could be worse.
I'm pretty sure
He's one of
Onyx
those
would.
sports with no stakes.
I'm pretty sure Onyx would punch his skull off if Onyx ever met him.
Probably. I think she's threatened to do that already, actually.
Probably.
You put it
yeah.
back on.
I think he can, actually. I don't know.
Depends
I
how
heard he
hard
doesn't
Onyx
sleep.
punches.
I think I heard he doesn't sleep or something either.
They never made that clear. Looks at camera.
I believe that for so long. Anyway.
I believed
Passion, you
it.
know-
That's why.
I was going to say, it's because Scotty believed
I
it.
never questioned it. I was just like, yeah, no, that makes sense. This is cool.
I love the
Passion,
fact that I knew about this and I never said anything.
Passion, you know that the name of the building that the professor owns is called Apex Solutions,
All right.
and that his lab is at the very top. But like,
All
there
right.
are other things in the building. There are like restaurants and hotels and like spa and shops and everything, all sorts of stuff.
All right. Yeah, I guess we'll head there then.
That'd be a good spot to.
Yeah, probably.
Where's the group faces back from the moon? Oh, hey.
Not yet. They're still on the moon. So I'm trying to make my life a little easier.
Oh, hey, wait. I remember this tree that I gave to some moon elf, and they put it on the moon. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll pick up there next time with you guys making your way to Neo-Rad-ME, and meeting the professor, and I have no idea what else you guys are gonna do.
Next episode's title: So close yet so far.
I just imagine
we were threatening to break into everyone's apartments in Vaccine and touch all their stuff in the chat.
I just imagine next time in Vaccine, like the whole party is like, okay, we're done on the moon. Let's go back now. I can't panic.
We want to go back as soon as possible for no reason in particular.
There's suddenly a trash.
No, Passion's 100% taking a selfie of her in the thing to send to Sammy.
I want to say, Aya was like, I think I gave Passion a key to her apartment.
I think so too.
I would be surprised if Sammy.
Like,
oh, okay. So
Sammy
before
is the
we
kind of
end,
person that...
be like, do you know of a place we can crash? Look at Passion.
I got a place.
And we end it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Oh god.
So we're gonna meet this professor who does science?
Apparently.
That's what I want to do.
You might like him, or you might not. He's interesting.
Cyberus, like, that guy wants to cure corruption. We go there, he immediately kills the professor.
No, I've never stopped college.
Oh, I thought we would go in there and just Cerberus and Gurk are so corrupted, even though it's repressed. He's got like anti-corruption fields, and it just vaporizes both of us as we walk through.
It's just the portal fields. It disintegrates all of you.
No, not Chewie too.
Oh
yeah, Chewie. You can also take a blood sample from too.
But we'll pick up there next time when I figure out what the hell you guys are going to do, and try to figure out what the fuck is going to happen if I have to do an impromptu crossover episode.
Don't worry, Kat. We'll give you plenty of warning. You already have
the
warning
we're in a
right
big
now.
city. Could we buy all those things we wanted to buy way back when we heard we were making millions of money?
I've heard this city was built on rock and roll.
That's a different one.
So Onyx is from here.
What's funny is this city kind of was.
Because it's rock.
Oh.
No, in Test Wave 1, when this was a completely different city, it ran on music. Like the power generators were music.
Like in Monsters, Inc.
Yeah, the Beat Dragon, remember?
Oh, when it was Automata.
Yeah.
Oh, I never realized that's why they didn't have the music.
Yeah, because it would blow up everything.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Be like a power surge.
Yeah. Yeah, so next time you guys will meet the professor for the first time, which I'm excited about because I think he's great.
He is amazing.
Rock will like him.
So announcements. Bex, what do you have going on?
All right. You can find me, Twitter, BexyHexy, or you can also find me tomorrow at 1:30, hopefully, fingers crossed, 1:30 p.m. EST on Heroes Without Limits, where we play Witcher, Silver and Steel. We kind of didn't get to play last week, so hopefully we'll be playing this week as well at 9 p.m. EST. I have on my Fractured Moon channel, which is, you can find it Scotty's friends list,
down below.
I believe. Yep. Fractured Moon D&D. We might be having a session where I figure out what the fuck we're going to be doing after I left Ghosts of Saltmarsh because I didn't want to run it anymore. And that's it for me for now.
Let's see. Hera, what do you have going on?
I got nothing.
Okay.
Now.
What about you?
Oh, it's me. Follow Colloquy on Twitter. That's about it. My life's pretty slow and miserable right now, so.
Yeah, it's
I
the way it is
understand.
for a lot of us, I think. Luke, you got anything?
No, I'm good, thanks.
Okay. For me, check out Sirenscape. They're super cool. The link is above someone's head. I don't know.
Vex and Luke.
And I released a magic item supplement on DM's Guild. It's super cool. It's called Cooking Ones. It's actually on sale right now for the Christmas and July sale. So go check it out. It is very bright and purple and pink and should stand out very well when you search for it.
And also in Twitch chat now.
Oh, yay.
It is amazing.
My next game is Salt Marsh, but Scott runs that, so I'll let him talk about it some more.
Oh, okay. That transitions to me. All right. So, yeah, next game on this channel will be Chaos Crew, which will be tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then after that, tomorrow, will be Salt Marsh, which will be at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then, I don't think I've mentioned it on any streams this week, but next weekend streams, so Vaccine, where Trackless Sea normally would have been, and Reign of Misrule are all going to be on hiatus. I'm going to try to remember on Twitch to put it on vacation mode, because I'm going to be on vacation for a week. So, yeah, just that as a heads up. Also, I do freelancing art stuff on Fiverr. If you follow me on Twitter, it's on my profile. So, yeah, that's my stuff.
Yeah. And I guess we'll see you guys all in...
A month?
2 weeks?
Oh, no, it would be 2 weeks. We are not skipping this.
You'll see us again.
Yeah.
You'll see us in 2 weeks.
It's the one where we left off on a bigger cliffhanger that has to wait a month. I think
that's way better. No, you aren't. You're not sorry at all, Kat. Admit it.
I am. I genuinely am. But also, I'm glad that we left off on a cliffhanger, so everyone remembers what the fuck was happening.
A convenient spaceship that goes to the moon in 2 seconds. Let's go.
Yeah. So we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.
До свидания.